You see, in life, you reap what you sow. Let me share this story with you guys. About 12 years ago, when I was still driving taxi, an incident happened which I still remembers up till today. Now look at what happened. You know, in Vienna, taxi drivers have rules. One of the rules is when you arrive at a taxi standplatz, that is where taxis park to get passengers, you've got to park behind the cars that came before you, the cars that arrived before you. And the cars that arrived before you are supposed to carry passengers before you that came later. So the system then was first come, first serve. So on this day, I arrived at a taxi standplatz where taxis get passengers. That was a hospital. Waited for my turn. So when it got to my turn, as I waited for a passenger, there was an European taxi driver parked behind me, directly behind me, and that European taxi driver was a friend of mine. So, as I waited, I was waiting for a passenger to come board my car. A woman of about 50 years or thereabouts saw me. She saw I was the next to carry passenger. Guess what? The woman avoided me. She left me and went to enter the taxi behind me, that European taxi driver. The passenger went to, there are white people like that. They don't like riding with black people. So this woman now avoided me, went to that taxi behind me to go ride with him. Now this guy sent her back to me, asked her to go to the one at the front, which was me. And that was the Gazette, the rule here in Vienna. So the woman angrily entered my car. The way she opened the car as if I was having problem with her. She was reluctant to ride with me. So I observed the woman all the time. So when she entered my car, she did not greet me. She just pronounced her address, her destination, where she wanted to go. That was 3rd District. Now, I politely asked the woman, please, which direction do you want me to take? Because there are some passengers. Whichever direction you take, they make problem, especially when you are driving and meet traffic congestion. They make problem. They will tell you intentionally took that direction in order to make more money. So now I asked the woman, which direction do you want us to take? She now told me the direction to take, the route to take. I took the direction. Along the way, we met traffic congestion. The woman began to blame me. Why did I take that route, that direction? I said, but I asked you, and you told me to take this direction. She said, I was a taxi driver, and I was supposed to know better than her. Do you understand now? She started making problem. As a taxi driver, I was supposed to know the best route, the best direction to take. In fact, that woman made problem with me from the beginning until the end. She asked me, look at what she said. She asked me, where on earth did you even get taxi license? Who gave me driver's license? She insulted me. Even the woman asked me, what was I doing in Austria? Why didn't I go to other places? What brought me to the country? Man, I wanted to walk the woman out of my car, but you know, at times you need to have self-control. I controlled myself. I ignored the woman. She kept making problems. When we eventually arrived at her destination, the woman was still like making too much problems. So when we arrived, her money was like exactly 20 euros. Now look at what's happened. The wind is so strong, guys. As we arrived, it's windy here. The winter is already here now. When we arrived her destination, the woman dipped hand in her pocket, brought out bundle of money. She brought out about 2,000 euros cash. So as she was, going through the money, 100 euro fell out. But she did not know. So as that 100 euro fell out, she did not know. She found, after going through the money, she found 20 euro shine. 20 euro notes. She gave me 20 euro without any tip. She did not give me any tip. So, when she gave me that 20 euro, she did not even say Ovidesen. She did not greet me or say bye or anything. She just angrily opened the door, uttered one nasty word, and left my car. But 100 euro fell out from her hand, but she did not know. So I saw it and I did not tell her. So when she opened my car door and left, I drove for a while, went back, picked the 100 euro for myself. That was my Schmetzingeld. That was my own compensation for the insults I received from the woman. In life, you reap what you sow. Now let me tell you another story. On another occasion, back then, I usually work at hospital. I usually park my taxi at hospital. One day, a woman of about 60 years or thereabouts entered my car. But before the woman entered my car, when she saw me from a distance, the woman began to laugh. She began to smile at me. She started smiling. So, when I saw that woman was friendly, I quickly got up, opened the door for her, and she entered my car. So, as the woman entered, we began we started discussion. The woman was so friendly that, man, it seemed as if we've known ourselves for ages. So, when the woman eventually, entered, she now told me where she was going, which was Secondary Street in Vienna. Now, as we were driving, the woman told me something. Guys, 1 second. I don't want this Martin. So, as we were driving, the woman told me that she came to the hospital to treat her eye problem. She said her eyes were injected You understand me? So she could not see very well. Now, she asked me very, pleasant questions. If you are a taxi driver, let me put it this way, as a taxi driver, there are passengers, when they enter your car, they start making problems with you instantly. They start giving you problems. There are also passengers, when they enter your car, that is, there will be peaceful atmosphere. It will seem as if both of you have been friends for years. So now this woman told me she went to hospital to have her eye problems treated. When eventually we arrived her destination, the money she was to pay me was 18 euro something. So the woman dipped hand in her pocket, brought a note and gave it to me. I just placed the note on the seat without looking at it. I quickly ran to open the door for the woman, the back door. When I was done opening the back door for the woman, then I went back to drive off. As I picked the money, I remember I saw that the woman gave me 500 euro notes and not 20 euro notes. The money she gave me was 500 euro notes and not 20 euro notes. So I called the woman back. I said, "Madam, come. Look at the money you gave to me. You gave me 500 euros notes and not 20 euros notes." The woman was so happy with me. She thanked me. She said, "Man, I saved her life." Listen to this story. 1 second. Now, the woman said, "I saved her life." She said that money was meant to pay the plumber who was to come and repair their house. She told me that she wasn't living at that place, that she lives somewhere else. But the place I brought her that day was her daughter's place, where the daughter lives. And the 500 euro was given to her by her daughter to pay a plumber that was to come and repair plumbing problems in her home. So the woman thanked me so much, said if not, and the daughter saved for that money. She saved, it took her months to save that 500 euros. And I returned that money to this woman because she was very nice and friendly to me. She respected and treated me like a human being. But the other woman, I did not return that 100 euro to her because she did not treat me with respect. In life, you reap what you sow. And that is as simple as that. Well, my name is Rodi. Don't forget to follow my page for more educational videos. There are so many more stories coming. Follow this page so that you can hear more. See you in my next video.